blinding light, flash. You're enveloped by silvery winds of whirls, and you come up and you appear, and you rematerialize on a very, very small collapsing type bridge with a very large structure in front. It's definitely a large wall. There's no doors, no windows. It's just a very, very large wall built across this large chasm of 20, 30 feet. You also notice that there are sort of steps going each way, most of them destroyed. Does anyone want to look down?
Sure, I'll take a look over.
Because you can still see everything's sort of silvery, but... So.
Yeah, I'll peek over.
Alright. Dexterity check, please, to make sure that you... Just don't be a 1.
17.
Alright. So again, you look, and you can't see anything. And you look a little bit more, you keep looking down, and it's like... You don't know how this platform is...
It's just levitating, right?
Is just staying...
Okay.
You don't know how it's staying there, but you look down, and as far as you know, you ain't see anything down there, except the farther it goes, instead of black, gets more silvery and more cereal. It sort of almost looks like it goes into layers of fog, but you can still see through it.
You think there's some scraps from the steps or something? Maybe a stone I can pick up?
Yeah, at this point, you might be able to chip one off.
Okay. Can I just throw it over here?
Oh, just right in front into the chasm?
Yeah, right here.
Sure.
Yeah, throw it. Does it fall?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I was trying to see if this was just an invisible bridge or something.
Yeah. No, it just goes through and it's just... So we're still listening.
Ever hear it land?
I'm going to say you waited for a minute and you still never heard anything.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
There's no ding or thump or thud. Do you have your ability to detect anything?
Yeah, I can do Divine Sense again. 60 feet, celestial fiend or undead, and I can tell if a place is desecrated or consecrated.
If you want, you can.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, Renee.
I'll give her a whirl. Do I notice anything?
So you're sort of confused. The large wall in front of you feels like something has been concentrated there and been raised up, but everything down below you feels of nothing but desecration.
Okay.
Like balancing it out. It's in you don't want to go down there. It's like you feel unworthy looking at both places. Like your doubt pulls you towards the chasm.
Is it this place that I think is consecrated, or up here?
The wall,
okay.
Across the wall. So that feels like it's consecrated, but the desecration is all But when you have doubt in your head, it feels like you want to step off into the bottom. But when you think about your faith, it makes you want to go towards the wall, this giant silver wall.
Okay. Do you have anything that could get us across there, maybe?
That's what I'm looking, but how far is that?
Do you have any spells?
All right, let me ask you this. And this is a stretch.
Okay.
It's a big stretch. And
so you can roll religion.
And I clicked on the wrong thing. Never mind. I'm sorry.
I'm assuming we're still under right now. We're under Kinkuku is probably the key.
Yeah. I clicked on the wrong spell, so it doesn't matter.
I have nothing that can get us across.
Because I was checking out Storm Door, but it doesn't do anything, and I accidentally clicked on Sleet Storm, and it says that
Sleet Storm's pretty cool.
The ground is covered in slick ice. Like I was like, could I make a bridge with ice there? But it doesn't matter because I don't have that spell.
I'm gonna do the wall of stone, and we're gonna walk across it.
So it's horizontal instead of vertical?
Yep.
That's a good idea.
She's allowed to do it.
That's a great idea.
So just read it out to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it just makes a...
Yeah.
That's awesome.
A non-magical wall of solid stone springs into existence at a point you choose within range. The wall is 6 inches thick and is composed of 10 10-foot by 10-foot panels. Each panel must be, can't say that word, but connected to at least one other panel.
Okay.
So
Alternatively, you can create 10-foot by 20-foot panels that are only 3 inches thick. So if we need more of them.
Now, can I see anything this way?
It's just broken stuff that sort of float.
Okay.
The only thing of consequence is across that.
Okay. So
I'm going to create the wall. That's my only 5th level, but he said we weren't going to fight again, so that's good.
Well,
hopefully.
He lied.
Unless we do something stupid.
Mike, roll for initiative.
So, and I'm going to send the doggy across.
that's a good idea.
That'll work.
Yeah, we know what it is.
So right there is the dog barking.
The dog is dispelled.
No!
So, poof.
How does that happen?
It's probably got dispel magic
Dispel
or something
magic.
over there.
It's like once it gets off the bridge, it's like when it gets to the actual salt, like solid sawdust, it's like it just fades away.
Alright, well I'm gonna go across then.
But it's invisible, so they didn't know it was there.
No, it's that the spell is you activate it on a spot. So like it's basically like you go through and any magic you had,
Oh.
it's gone.
It just
Check for
dissolves.
Now,
I will check for traps. You want to come across too?
After we check for
Okay.
traps, yes.
Right,
Checking for traps.
Traps.
16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there.
Then I will go across.
Nothing on the floor.
Nothing on the door.
There's no door. I said
Oh.
it's just a solid. It's just a solid wall.
I'm sorry,
So-
puppy.
Well, it didn't hurt it. It just
It's just gone.
It just sort of
He just went home.
like if you had like say you had like false. Any spell when you come across is dispelled. So if you're
So my shield of faith is gone?
yes, you're still sort of deafened and have little problems. But any magic is dispelled coming across. It's
Okay.
very very powerful. You're welcome to do an Arcana check, Miss Wizard. Yeah, I don't know if you want me to call you a witch or not. But
No.
Well, I
Seeing
feel
that-
like they're two different things.
Seeing
they are
that
two different
Drennan agreed, but Scotty already called me a hag once. Yeah, that didn't go well. Oh, not well, but 13.
It's good enough. It's like the dispel magic is higher than anything you have, so
Okay.
it's definitely
So I will
higher
say
higher than 5th level.
I will say a higher level
So
entity.
yeah,
Yeah, we're
Yes.
not like pushovers either. So
Yeah, a higher level entity has cast that spell.
She's level 9.
okay. So, can we go in?
What?
There's no door.
Oh, it's just a wall.
Yeah, I just said like that one that has a wall there, but
Is
But
there anything on the sides?
you can go look. So investigation, everybody.
I'm gonna have Gink go because Gink's deaf and he can't.
He goes, what?
I don't think he could
20
relay
on
the
my
message.
investigation.
Where'd you look? Did you just look over front?
I got a 15.
So tell me where everyone looks.
I went to this side to look over here.
Okay. So where both of yours or what?
Gink didn't look because he's deaf. So I imagine
His eyes
if
still
he found something he couldn't
But
tell
he
me.
could come back and tell us.
So
I don't know. Talking while you can't hear yourself is kind of hard.
It is hard.
okay.
Okay, I just looked at the front right now.
Okay, good, because that's the only place you look and you notice. Thanks to your trying, you notice something that is very interesting. Dragonborns have 4 or 5 fingers.
I think it's 4.
I think it's 4. There are.
I think it's 4 including their thumb. So like they have
it's
three
it's
here
three,
and
but-
like this.
yeah. So there are 4 markings. There are three on the top, in sort of like a half moon, and then there's one right below it. So and there's like dots that sort of dip in.
Do I know what they are? Like, do I know that they appear to be
Do we see
There's
this?
well, you didn't look. Like they were just. That's the only really marking that you've really looked.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's like scratches and there's some other stuff on the wall. It's
Can
not
I
perfect.
do something on those?
But you're 20. You look and it looks like
like his
those
feet.
those aren't chips or scratches. That they look like they were there.
Imprints.
They were put there for a reason. Like they're there for a reason.
Can I do something on that, or should I just yell for them?
You can if you want to. Like what would you like to do now that you've seen that?
History? Question mark? Nature? Wait a minute, I don't know.
The nature is fine
Okay,
because it's about
16.
So, you know, like what footprints are. You've noticed that you recall everything you through. Like there's been footmarks. There's been hints. Everything here is about the Dragonborn that you're with. So you know that there as a humanoid elf, you don't have anything that could really trigger that. It's like but it's about it's larger than a regular person's hands from the spaces of it, and there's 4. It took you a second, but the Dragonborn, don't like if it had 5. Hey, you, but there's
Right,
there's
but there's
4.
only 4. So I'm going to yell for you, and you're going to come over, I guess.
I guess Kinkaku's going to put his hand in the one on the top, and Ginkaku's going to put his hand in the one on the bottom.
Oh, my.
Nothing happens.
I'm going to switch roles. Kinkaku top, Ginkaku
Well, there's
bottom.
only 4, so it's enough for one hand.
Oh, I thought there was 2.
No, there's
I
not.
thought there was 2 holes.
No.
Okay.
There's just one. So who went first? Kink.
Yeah.
So nothing happens when Kink does it.
Okay, I'll try with Gink then.
So you do Kink or Gink. You do Gink, and his holy emblem of the scale starts to glow.
Mm-hmm.
And his faith it's like he sort of almost like glows in a shimmering light. The tooth that you have around your neck also like around Kinku glows.
What about the other one I picked up? Does it glow too?
It does.
Okay.
And the 2 staffs that were giant teeth also glow. And at this point, there are 2 large holes on the ground glowing.
Can we stick the staffs in them or the teeth?
Yeah, they're about the size of the teeth.
Okay, we're gonna stick them in there.
So you stick them in. Sounds like you got to. You stick them in, and at that point there's a large sound in front that clicks, and the wall starts coming down.
On us?
No,
Like opening it.
Oh.
just down.
Jiminy. Okay.
So in a great.
All right, so let me ask you this real quick: if we wouldn't have took those clubs,
He would have fixed something else.
we wouldn't have just been screwed, right?
There would have been a different riddle.
Okay. That's pretty big.
That's probably not. It's probably bigger than that.
Yeah.
So, and through comes this great thing, and you see this large silver beast laying on an even larger hoard of silver coin, of just silver coins. It's like a bed of coin and gems. Like there's this great hoard here of wealth. So This thing is it's huge. But some of the silver is so silver, like it sort of almost has like sort of like white silver transparent streaks on it.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very like
almost like chrome or something.
Yeah, some of its fins have cracks and holes in them. Its wings have many holes and things. This is quite large.
And old, I'm guessing.
Think of this as, even though that's on there, think of it like 5 or 6 times. Or if you really want to get technical, like you guys saw the size of Tiamat there, this thing is about the size of the Tiamat figure compared. It's massive.
Ridiculously big.
Yes, it's ridiculously big.
Like we're comical in size.
Yeah. So a better representation, if I had that little mini I showed you earlier, and that would be you, and that would be it.
Okay.
So it's like, again, remember its teeth. Its teeth were like 6 or 7 feet long, and that was the tooth that you got because it was a big staff, right?
Yeah.
So, and you see its mouth. It has teeth that are much bigger. Maybe a couple of those teeth are pushing 15, 16 feet.
Marvelous. Well, I mean, I'm going to imagine we're pretty taken aback about this, right?
Roll Constitution save, everybody.
Kink got an 18. Gink got a 10.
Gink gets advantage since he follows. Kink failed.
Nat
Okay.
20.
Did you really get that 20?
I did.
He got a 14 this time.
Did you put your modifier?
No.
Yes, that's your modifier.
So 17.
17. Still failed.
Really?
I tried.
Still failed. Her with her nat 20. Apparently, you're just excited to see a dragon for the first time, and your common sense has let the door. So, you two are like you're just absolutely just terrified. Not in the way that you would think. You're like really like how would anyone feel that you actually meet your
god, pretty much.
Meet your everything. It's like meeting your celebrity, like the person that you've most admired your whole life, and you get in front of them and you're afraid that you're gonna trip up or say their name wrong. Like there's that type of fear. You can put the fear rings on them if you want.
Okay.
Because it's the I don't want to mess up fear.
Did I give?
I got a frightened one
already?
here,
Yeah,
and then I'll just know that both of them are.
So,
Oh, it's okay. I like my rings.
because she likes to take pictures of the events.
Yeah. And then that way.
And that way, when you look at the pictures, you know some of the things that happen.
But he's deafened and
So this is the thing though. They're frightened in reverence.
I'm just a moron.
You're just excited for knowledge. The only person that can really speak to it first, they're sort of dumbfounded.
I can speak, and I speak Draconic. Is that what this
do.
is?
So you don't want to. You're not going to speak Common, which is good. That's a good thing that you wish to speak in its own tongue. Maybe it won't eat you.
Yeah, well.
Eat you non-dragon.
I am going to say, I forgot my name. I was going to say, I am Paige.
Forgot my name.
That's why I was like, oh, wait a minute, where did I write it?
Oh, we lost Scotty. He's not on the call.
Oh.
I didn't hear it, Dan.
I didn't either. But I'm going to say, I am Paige Leodone. I have come here for assistance, and I was told that you may be the one to offer me this assistance. It is very nice to meet you.
The dragon's sort of laying on its arm, just sort of, its eyes are closed.
So it's sleepy.
Well, you don't believe. I don't think anyone believes that it's asleep for a second.
Oh no, I'm just saying it's sleepy.
It's sort of like that. So and it's sort of its nostrils flare as it takes a deep breath. So and its mouth moves as in like it's not spoke for a long time. So and he says, and the first words out, it's been many an age since I've had an elf in my presence. So especially a high elf. So like they generally didn't like to leave their cities. In the past, they mostly dealt with wood elves. But that was many millennia ago. I don't even know if you all have it on your all's calendars nowadays. Many that come to me don't really want to talk. They just want my blessing and my pact.
Well, I am a wizard who seeks knowledge and also your assistance in this. So, there is no reason for me not to leave my home because my land has been decimated and I need your help.
It's like, you mean you have no home now, little child?
That may be the case.
So...
But with your help, perhaps in years to come, people will be able to live there again.
Like, my help comes as a form of a warning. These islands do not know the dangers of the mainland. So, for months now, I have sensed that there's a great dread upon the furthest reaches of this world from here. While it seemed that it was so far away, it is starting to come to our shores and affect us too. So I give you a name, an ancient name, and a terror name, that even in this world that names mean things and power, this name is not one that you gain power over, but you lose sleep over. It's like my patron, Bahamut's great sister, and evil has come to this land. Her corruption is destroying the land to the farthest point from us. Her evil has opened up gates far and wide that is fracturing this world along with many other great evils. One such evil has crept into this world. This evil wishes to replicate what they've done in many other realms and lands. It is a form of a death knight. This death knight is the servant of someone or something. I have yet to feel whether it's Tiamat or not, but this night of death is spreading death and pestilence across the islands.
Excuse me.
Can you feel if these, and I kind of make a nasty face, these followers of Belny have helped spread this evil along with the Death Knight?
So, I feel recently, the influence of one not from this realm. It's like they have brought in some type of raven goddess's power. I do not know whether it is for good or evil or their purpose. It's like they do not feel a death, but I do not know. I do not also believe that they are for life completely. because what emanates them is the flow of nature that has both life and death, both in the purpose of the cycle of rebirth and destruction. I have yet to know whether or not they are friend or foe, for I have a special ability that I can, and he goes through his coin and holds it up. My offerings that I get from above that trickle down and get to me from our friends that have brought you here. Like what people do not understand, that the metals pass special traits to many of our dragons, such as silver and gems, and they can almost have fingerprints and memories embedded on them. So I've been able to use this coin and see sort of from the past and see into like the feelings of the future, whether or not it's happened or not, and deduce from the hundreds of coins that come to me the path I believe that is happening. Several years ago, I felt these thoughts of this death night, or this night of death, appear, but they were just sort of thought bedtime stories for children. And then here recently, a month or two ago, I saw a great battle that happened on one of our islands here, where a good knight was slain, and many were killed and felled by this night of death.
On this island?
On another island.
Okay.
So this great battle had lost many good heroes in these selfless deaths. But what emerged from many of their coin that made their way to me was that they perished screaming and in fear in an awful way, and that the memory of their coin that was on them just brought their end in no mortal way. These coins have been making their way to me more and more, where with these essence of this night of death.
Do you know on which island this took place?
Yes. So it's on Sea Smoke.
You'll have to spell that.
Sea Smoke.
Just C.
No, C is in like DC.
SEA smoke.
Yeah, SEA.
Okay. Can you visualize and see if the same thing that happened on Sea Smoke is what happened on my island of Richfields?
I have not received any coin from Richfield, so I cannot feel anything from there.
How are the coins getting to him? Is there like a hole above?
Yeah, they're offering down. You can go ahead and look if you wish, and just look up.
Okay.
And judging by where you are, remember there's a great vault that was behind the what should we call it, that's where they store all your riches and stuff, behind your master scale. So they must bring offerings down and bring them down. They come down to him.
And what,
It might be a question that you want to ask master scale.
like you all, because he probably won't tell me.
No.
Okay.
He won't do trade secrets. Because you notice there's no gold down here.
So
Yeah,
you
it's just silver.
And gems and things like that.
So you said you would give me a name.
Of what?
Bahamut's sister's name,
Tiamat.
I guess. Oh, well, no, I thought I already had that, but
Yeah,
I thought there was something else that he was gonna give us.
I already told you about the Death Knight.
Yeah. How?
But he feels that a Death Knight generally does not work alone. Being a knight of nothing is usually so. Take great caution, because if the Death Knight destroyed your land with their patron, well, it's like we should worry for all our islands. He looks over at the Dragonborn and says, both the brothers, and says, your great bravery will be tested at some point, and keep the path true of the brotherhood, because in trying times we sometimes falter. So he then asks to see your 2 weapons and asks you to hold them out.
Okay.
So he takes his claws and touches both of them. They are wrapped in wrapped in silver.
Okay.
So you can say that they are both now silvered.
Now, is that good for undead too?
That's good for a lot of things. Some things it doesn't do anything to, but there are many.
Like, I know werewolves is a big one.
Yeah, but there are some spirits, some like undead, sometimes not, some undead, but you can go into Beyond and actually tell it's silvered.
Okay.
So in the market.
Not to be rude or show my ignorance, but how is this information going to help me learn who destroyed my sister and take vengeance upon them?
Do not know who the Death Knight's working for. Your best bet is to collect coin.
That's what I was going to say, and bring them back, right?
And bring him back, and let me be able to, if it was coin from your island, or that it's spread stuff back and forth.
But it has to be silver coin.
Once I talk to the master and we get all that figured out, can we come just through the hole in the roof? We don't have to come through all this again, do we?
So he throws a lump of silver that's very unrefined. It's almost like a rock. He said, "Take my sending stone. If you need to communicate with me."
Does he give one to each of us? Like, do I have a way to communicate with you?
I throw one to you too.
Okay.
So again, it's really crappy silver. it's almost like someone just mined it off and it's just.
I'm gonna give it to Gink.
Yeah, it seems more like a king.
Yeah.
A king. He said, "If coin gets back to me, you may contact me."
Is there...
Or if it gets back to me, I might contact you.
I noticed that you silvered their weapons. I am afraid that my battle against this danger is not over. Is there a way that you can also help better prepare me?
For a mage?
I'm not
For a scroll or
mage.
something so she can learn the spell.
I'm not a mage. I'm a wizard. Aren't those different?
Well, yeah, mage is usually like one track.
Oh.
A wizard. That's interesting. So, let me look at something right quick.
Okay.
Let me find some options.
So let me look, cause like he
Well, I don't know why he wouldn't think that I would ask something
look.
like that.
I'm not saying anything, but this thing is very smart and has insane wisdom.
Because, like, I ask all dragons for something to help us.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, like, I make deals with them.
Deals.
I'm looking.
Like one of the red dragons we faced.
Give me your phone. I might teach you some spells.
Okay. I ask for their help. and they said that if we helped protect their babies, that they would, and they came and like got rid of all kinds of people for us.
Nice.
You know, if I don't tell you to roll for initiative, you know, let me.
I try to be friends with everybody first.
I think I'd rather jump in the pit than fight this dragon.
I think we would all three jump in the pit before we tried to fight this dragon.
Because I'm looking at what it can do. It has taught you dream.
Dream? What does that do?
So I'll let her read it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This spell shapes a creature's dreams. Choose a creature known to you as the target of this spell. The target must be on the same plane of existence as you. Creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, can't be contacted by this spell. I don't ever sleep.
No, elves do a
They
trance.
meditate.
Well, I know it said I meditated, but I can't sleep.
You just sort of sit in a trance. You don't actually
Anyway.
sleep.
You or a willing creature you touch enters a trance state acting as a messenger. While in the trance, the messenger is aware of his or her surroundings but can't take actions or move. If the target is asleep, the messenger appears in the target's dreams and can converse with the target as long as it remains asleep through the duration of the spell, which is 8 hours.
So what he's granted you the ability to do is that you can touch a companion
Put them to
and put them to come talk to him.
Pretty cool.
So like, especially for the brothers, that's not necessarily that's pretty cool that you can actually like you can hit, like put you there. It's not just for him though, so you can also send them on to possibly talk to someone else really important.
Oh, to other dragons maybe?
Or maybe you could see if you can contact your sister to see if she's alive through a dream state.
Wow.
Thank you.
But it has lots of interesting uses.
Yeah, I just haven't read the rest of them yet.
Sadly, you don't have any spell slots for that.
I don't have spell
It's a
slots
fifth
for
level.
this. Well, I can
The-
take one off.
No, but you already used your 5th level.
Oh, for today.
Yeah,
Yes.
So you'll need to meditate to be able
For
to
4 hours.
to be able to switch it.
To switch it.
So the dragon tells you it's like brothers, go forth. What I've told you is for your ears alone. Just imply and let the master scale know that you are my eyes and ears on a great task. It's like we're about to hit our final trial, whether or not we will stay together as a brotherhood or we will rip everyone apart.
That's no pressure at all, you know?
And it's like, and then it looks down at Gingaku, and it says, someday you might be the master scale if you continue the path that you are. And then it looks over at Kink, and then like your fate is tied to his.
Okay.
He says, I sense a dark path that you could walk.
Alright.
Then he flicks Kinku into the void. And,
Jesus Christ.
Just kidding.
Is he going to give me another spell slot so that I can have this one all the time?
Well, you like after a rest, you always have it, but you can burn your 5th if you ever want that.
Okay.
So that's there, but you just have to flip.
Right, I have to prepare and unprepare something else. Okay.
So with this, the dragon says, I hope to converse with you again. Make sure to find lots and lots of silver and gems. He really likes that. Even though he's very generous, he really does like his gold to sleep on. His silver to sleep on and gems. And he sort of portals you out back outside.
Okay.
So, and at this point, the brothers are transported back in front of the master scale.
Okay.
And then you have been transported to your boat that you sailed in.
Okay, sorry, I didn't get to say bye.
So, so I will let you all can decide what you all do with this through messages or whatever, and pick up, and we will see how it affects the whole realm, not just our island nation.